How to travel in flight first time. Hey there, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to Passage Plunge, the ultimate travel guide for all your globe-trotting dreams. I'm Emma, your friendly guide to making your travel dreams take flight. In today's exciting episode, we're tackling a question that's on everyone's mind. How to travel by flight for the first time. Whether you're a nervous newbie or an eager explorer, we've got all the tips, tricks, and insider know-how to ensure your first flight is an unforgettable experience. So fasten your seatbelt and get ready for takeoff, because we're diving headfirst into the world of first-time flying. Flying on an airplane for the first time, or the first time in a long while, can be an exciting, life-changing adventure. But it can also be incredibly stressful. You want to head for the gate with the swagger of a seasoned traveler. But that's hard to pull off when you don't know how much it costs to check a bag, or what to expect when you go through airport security. So how can you deal? Reviewing these tips before takeoff can boost your confidence, making your trip easier and more worry-free. Best advice for first-time flyers. Check the airline's luggage requirements. It's easy to overpack, but if you do, it could cost you. Before your flight, visit your airline's website to review luggage size and weight restrictions, as well as baggage fees. While these vary by airline and fare paid. 2 carry-on items for free. 1 full-size carry-on the size of a small rolling suitcase or smaller. And 1 small personal item, such as a purse or backpack. 1 checked suitcase, often, one weighing under 50 pounds, for $25 to $30. Checking additional bags could cost more. If your carry-on bag is too bulky, you may have to pay to check it. Likewise, if your checked bag is over a certain size, you may have to pay a higher than usual fee to check it. It's best to avoid these surprises, if possible. Pack essentials in your carry-on. If you're packing anything hard to replace, prescription medicine, contacts or glasses, or important paperwork, put it in your carry-on bag. This way, you won't be without that item in the rare event your checked bag goes missing. You'll also want to pack some in-flight entertainment, such as your laptop, headphones, and a book or magazine. Just make sure you're following the Transportation Security Administration's rules for what you can pack. You can't, for example, bring a big bottle of contact lens solution in your carry-on, but you can bring a 3.4-ounce bottle. And keep in mind that if your carry-on bag is too big to fit under the seat in front of you, you may have to check it. More rules may apply if you're flying internationally. Arrive at the airport 2 hours early. Catching a plane isn't like catching a bus. It's a much longer process. The TSA recommends showing up at least 2 hours before takeoff for domestic travel, and 3 hours for international travel. Ultimately, you need to give yourself enough time to get your boarding pass. Check your bags and go through security before your plane starts boarding. Sometimes, that takes 10 minutes. At other times, especially during peak travel times, it can take much longer. It's worth keeping in mind that boarding the plane isn't a free-for-all, either. Airlines typically start boarding passengers 30 minutes before takeoff in groups. Generally, a boarding time will be printed on your ticket. Keep your ID handy. Decades ago, airport security was relatively lax. There was one point where you could just walk up to a gate. Whether you were flying or not, whether you had ID or not, Clay says. Nowadays, TSA agents check IDs for passengers over 18. Save time by having your ID card, driver's license or passport handy as soon as you step foot into the airport. You'll need it when checking bags and going through security. And you don't want to hold up the line while rummaging through your wallet. Wear easy-to-remove shoes. Going through airport security might be the most stressful part of flying. But if you know what to expect, the whole rigmarole can feel much less taxing. Typically, unless you have TSA pre-check or global entry, you have to remove your shoes, unless you're 12 and under or 75 and older. Empty the contents of your pockets. And remove your hat, belt, jacket, wallet, and bulky jewelry. Remove your laptop and liquids from your bag. Send these items, and your carry-on bag, through an X-ray machine. Walk through a metal detector or a body scanner, or opt for a pat-down. Preparing for this, say, by wearing shoes you can easily slip on and off. And make sure the items in your carry-on are TSA compliant, can make the process faster. Respect other passengers' space. These days, flights are generally fully booked, and most seats offer limited legroom. This might stress out your fellow flyers, so be sensitive. If any of your stuff or body parts are going into another space that's not yours, you have to be mindful of that, Sils Delagrazie says. It can be as simple as, you put your ponytail over the top of the seat. And now it's hanging across someone's TV screen, and you don't even realize it. Similarly, if you wear perfume or cologne, eat smelly foods, or listen to loud music, you might unintentionally upset the person sitting next to you. Of course, you can't plan for everything. Maybe you're traveling with an upset child, for example. But do what you can to avoid an in-flight faux pas. Have a backup plan ready. Now for a game of worst-case scenario, first-time flyer edition. What happens if you miss your flight or get delayed or cancelled? First, take a deep breath. If you miss your plane because of unforeseen circumstances, such as a major traffic delay, the airline will often put you on standby for the next flight without charging extra. Just remember that you generally need to notify the airline within a couple of hours of missing your flight to get rebooked for free. If it looks like you'll miss a connecting flight, check the smartphone app offered by your airline, or the screen in the airport to find out which gate your flight departs from, and whether you've missed it. If the flight is delayed, you may still have a chance to board. If you miss the connection, and the airline was responsible, you can generally also rebook that flight free of charge. And maybe even get some free meals or hotel vouchers for the hassle. Smart travelers mitigate the risks of unexpected travel disruptions by booking their flights, using a credit card with travel insurance, or purchasing a separate standalone travel insurance policy. In general, be proactive. Have the airline's customer service phone number handy in case you get stuck in traffic, so you can call as soon as possible. Or if you're already at the airport, go to the customer service desk and ask about rebooking. Missing a flight can be a setback, but it doesn't have to derail your travel plans. And that's a wrap on our first-time flyer's adventure. From booking your ticket to stepping off the plane at your dream destination. I hope you're feeling more confident and excited about taking to the skies. Remember, the world is waiting for you to explore, and Passage Plunge is here to guide you every step of the way. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more travel wisdom. Have a burning travel question or a destination you're itching to explore? Drop us a comment below, and who knows, it might just be our next voyage. Until then, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep taking those flighty leaps of adventure.